Hello. Welcome back. Yeah, apparently, for the Hogwarts Legacy bug with the achievement, all I gotta do is just keep breeding the creatures until it does trigger. So that's gonna be fun. Though I do want to fill one place with just griffins. That one town with just nothing but griffins. Just full of them. One phoenix and a bunch of griffins just running about. Okay. I went and found the door so I can come back to it later. Though I keep forgetting about going back to things I need to go back to, but right now I'm trying to make a multi-optional build. Not only can my shield do poison bleed and so can my katana, but I need to have more options on my build. The bow I have, it's okay. The serpent bow is better than most people think. And yeah, the poison part of it is just crap. It's more good for if you just want to quickly pot shot someone that's really low HP during combat, or an enemy trying to back away and you're like, nope, pop. And the magic arcane thing is just for my healing and mending purposes. It's my... How much you switch through this build. You're just cycling. Your equivalency of just cycling through your shit. I have Nagakiba for my long range katana, which is a little too long for its own good. It's not even... I've never seen a katana this fucking long, even in our real world application is not a thing. If they wanted to make it like the one in real life, it'd be a little shorter actually. In real life, this thing would be a third shorter. If you wanted the real version of how long it could be.
Ah, look who we have here.
Oops. I can't hear it.
Round table hold. I've been doing some learning of my own since then, actually. And will happily pass it along to you. Closer to the oak tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know. May the golden orb...
I mean, my build does heavily favor status effects. Since it's an arcane strength, stamina build. Arcane strength, vigor's at 40 finally. I did level up my katana quite a bit. Just safer to go down this way. The man fell off, didn't he? There's something I want to grab. There's only 3 or 4, what do you call it? 3 or 4 summons I can use with this build, surprisingly. The rest of them, the Mimic tier doesn't work on it. Sorry. It struggles. You're giving the AI too many options to work with, so it struggles, and the Mimic tier doesn't function with this build. Which for many would be like, oh, it broken, or some bullshit like that. It'd be some stupid reason people would be like, ah ha ha, kind of stupid shit, but... Wasn't it over here? Yeah, the build here I'm making is just a Swiss Army knife of a build. It's not the master of doing anything the best, it's just really good at doing a little bit of everything. It's got decent damage, decent stats, it's just all around pretty good. I know the assassin summons would be the best build for this build, as a way for it to go in and do combat while you are in with it, keeping its attention. Hey, my friend's looking for you. It's a shame the man goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Trying to do his thing. Okay, I gotta go up here to get my weapon, my new and probably final weapon, hopefully. I don't know, since any weapon works with this build. It kinda weird. There it is. Toy Knight's swords. I'm back in the heavy load. Damn it. Oh, the blue's a nice touch of color. I would prefer black, but... that's big. What I needed on this thing is a spinning whirlwind. For reasons I'll show you. It's actually a really good weapon. It's like two spears connected to each other, but they're swords. That's right, it's a cold weapon. It's a twin blade cold weapon. I mean, it works, doesn't it? But there is a better version of this that I don't think no one thought of. I know it seems counterproductive to do it the way I'm going to do it, but I do like it, but yeah, I'll die. Fair enough. I got pinned. I guess I could have spun out of there. But also, funny thing, funnily about that spin, everyone's like, oh, it's got to spin and do its little thing. And I'm like, why didn't no one ever dual element the damn thing? You could dual element this. It's kind of a duality of itself. Like, how does it work? But it works without resetting itself, which is how do I put this? I don't know how the game quantifies it working, but it does. Because when I was looking it up and reading it, I was wondering why is this a fucking thing that can happen? But you want to choose Ashes of the War and choose one of the flame ones. Because one of these flame ones allow you to put cold on it. Must not be one of these two, but it's one of the many I've seen where you can have a fire weapon with cold build. I'm not kidding. The weapon's on fire, but it's doing cold build-up. It's also a low intelligent You don't have to have high intelligence to make it work. But you still need something to spin the damn thing. You can spin it in front of yourself, around yourself, or whatnot. But there's a lot of Ashes of War that work with it. Yeah, a lot of people put spinning on this blade, on these weapons. I can see why. The cold buildup is nice. But I wouldn't recommend wasting poison or bleed on these weapons. I think it's a waste to waste poison and bleed on twin blades. Then you could just give yourself a fire spell or something to reset it. But I saw that there is one fire Ash of War that can equip with cold. And I want to get it and show you flaming ice. I call it flaming ice because that's what it fucking is. It's ice that you set on people on fire with, and it does the ice buildup and then resets itself. I only know there's only one Ash of War that can pull that off. The problem is, my brain, for the life of me, cannot remember what it looked like. Which Ash of War it is. I know that's one of the, I think 5 Ashes of War that, is it 4 or 5 Ashes of War that does fire? But it's one you could put on your twin blade. And when you put on your twin blade and it sets things on fire, but it also builds up the ice and then immediately resets itself upon making contact. So there is that. You can make a flaming ice twin blade that is gonna be broken as fuck. I do like this build though, it's nice. Man, I'm being sloppy. Really, I take a day off from playing this game, I forget my buttons, everything in between. Now, see, they're poisoned already. I can switch over to a different weapon and... Cold is probably the best for twin blades. Cold, oracle, or fire. Bleed? Not so much, surprisingly. Yeah, procs quick, but it's got the lowest bleed. I'd rather have high, quick bleed. My god, can I catch a break without guys popping up every 5 seconds? That bleed, poison, ice build. Jesus god, that buildup is insane. Yeah, that buildup is kind of fast. Not only is the enemy poisoned, bleeding, and now icied up, it's gonna keep doing that the whole time unless you start removing status elements. But by then, I'm probably up your ass. I'm probably so far up your ass, it's like you can't get away. That's the thing. That buildup is probably making people go like, I can't roll away in time. He built up 3 status effects and I have to go through each one to stop the bleed. Build up, I gotta stop the poison build up. By then he's already on my ass with the bleed build up and poison again. And the ice is hurting like a son of a bitch. It's just how it is. Or how it's gonna be. Oops, wrong way.
took you for no matter. It's all out your arms then.
I have no level 1s. I need to get some level 1 stones so I can upgrade my twin blade. I have a katana, a twin blade, and a shield. And a bow. And a dragon seal. Huh. Also, he died. Of course, he was already quiet and doing the ... thing. It was just a matter of time when I was grinding up some levels and some smithing stones that he passed. There's nothing I could do about it. The status effects on this the build-up is quite impressive. I can bleed, poison, and freeze. And if I find the right Ash of War, I can freeze them while setting them on fire simultaneously. Yeah. Flaming ice. That's something new.
Back already, no matter.
Need 12 more. At least I know where to get. I either can grind for my smithing stones by killing enemies, which gets me levels anyways, or I can just go buy them. Either way, I'm grinding enemies into powder for them. But now I got this thing, the longest twin blades in the game. But I also like them because they're just basic. They're just a basic twin blade. Other than its range being the best of them all, it's one you can really work out.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, I need one more level 2. Also, my Nagakiba is level 8, and I'll be taking it to do the boss fight in a minute. I'm just, you know, prepping. Doing my thing before you head out into battle. Yeah. This store and the blacksmith are across from the road.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, now I just got build up level 3s. And see, I got the poison Nagakiba with bloody slash. Yeah, you read that right. It's a bloody slash poison katana. That scales. It says it scales with dexterity, but it's actually a lie. It scales with strength and arcane overall. It would scale higher with the strength and arcane over the dexterity. And this one does 3 as well, but it overwhelmingly scales with strength only. And it does cold build-up. And I want to find the flame Ash of War that it can work with cold. There's one flame Ash of War that can do that. And I gotta find it. I don't remember where. This one would work too. With cold. Like, they all work with it. This is probably the only twin blade I know that, when I looked up, that had the most options. And I mean the most options I can find. Yeah, also, I can give it cold gravity as well. Yeah. I don't know. It's just really weird. I was told that there wasn't that many options with twin blade, but this one says bullshit. The first twin blade you get and this twin blade and the knight's twin blade are the 2 weapons that literally twin blades you can use almost any Astral War with. Almost. Got my shield bash. And got my double cross slash. And it should do well, I hope. There's a lot of button pressing. Okay, he's set up for the ice. Yep, I can kill him. I can kill them now. It's just the setup for it is a little bit slow. See, once you set up poison or bleed on him, you switch over to your dual twin blades, you unleash hell to freeze him, and after that point, he shatters like glass. The poison's draining their health, the bleed took a chunk out, and the ice has slowed them down to the point they can't really move anymore. And then you just finish it from there. And you can literally shield bash, which does extra damage because he's now frozen. Yeah, don't. It's just it's a setup, a bunch of phases you have to go through to set shit up. Okay, he's poisoned. Goodbye. Next. Wait, did he just 360 no-scope me with his sword? Yes, he did! Well, that was my reckless ass. Yeah, why didn't you go for him when I was trying to go heal? Yeah, but you see what just happened. I deleted that motherfucker's health bar in seconds. It's like, huh. Multi. 3 status elements hit your ass. You're kinda fucked. Not only is the ice making you slower and easier to hit, I got range. I got slash, bash, and pierce. That's actually pretty fucked up. It's almost, again, the Swiss Army knife of builds. My Nagekiba could do the whole thing by himself, but... God damn it, I can't get it moving edgewise. Yeah, this guy's... If he's gonna go both at me, I'm screwed. Fuck. Damn it, that bash is gonna get me. Okay. To the nut. Oh, God, I don't like getting hanged up on shit. Just gotta keep a cool, level head. Fuck! Fuck! Every time. The fact there's two of them is what's bothering me. Yep, his tail got me. I mean, I could have just pot shot him with arrows, but yeah, this build works. It's just my ass is fucking up. I can't call upon my own summons for a while because he just can't fight against that knight. He just deletes him. That's why I was trying to look for the rats. I could have powered up the rats, had at least a good amount of the AI spreading up and then helping me while distracting the other guy. But yeah, I could win the fight, I just have to be more careful. It builds quick too. I don't know why I wasn't using my bloody slash. That does a chunk of HP damage like... See, it's a time base, not health bar. I wish they could hurt each other. Fuck. The fact that one other guy's faster than the other, and the other one's stronger, is what fucking gets me. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. He's frozen already, which means poison's gonna work a little better. See what I mean? Like, I can't handle two at once. There's no way for me to handle two at once. I need a better summons. I don't know, could I summon my own self? But the problem is the Mimic tier doesn't do well with all the options I give it. It doesn't. It struggles like you wouldn't believe. It just starts switching through all the sets. And doesn't attack. It's like the AI doesn't know. The AI doesn't know. AI doesn't know what it's fucking doing. It's like, okay, I could do 27 things. Okay. Now what? Pick something! There's so many options that sometimes it hinders you. Having all the options could be a hindrance, not a positive. See? Big chunks. See, all the options you're given in this build sometimes hinders your build. Out of FP. And it's got the range to boot. P.S. Bloody Slash with after you build up ice is actually really good. I poisoned him by bashing through him like that. I thought you just hit the ghost guy. Did I just proc bleed with it? How did I just do that? Whoa! I just proc bleed with ice just now. Goodbye. That's all your options. You get so many options in this build, I get lost trying to just do them all. I think I gave myself too much. Too many options may be a bad thing. I can bleed, I can freeze, I can poison, I can slash, I can bash, I can... Jesus. That may be too much. My heart is racing through the... up like crazy. Yeah, but it's strong. You want to do an elemental or poison or bleed or rot? This can do it. It can do it all. No status element and is out of your reach. No move set is out of your reach. And you can still block with a shield and do unspeakable amount of fucking bullshit. You get so many options in this build, I think a lot of people would probably be put off by it. Because you could do so much, it might be a little too much for some. I mean, I'd love to see this in PvP where a player's like, okay, he has a really long katana. Okay, I'll use this. Shield bash. What the fuck? And then all of a sudden just switch over to a bow. Like, what the hell? Why do you have so much shit? It's like, because I wanted a bunch of shit. I could just do it. You can have a poke if you want. You're just able to... So you can just switch as you see fit. And you even can bash. You can poke, thrash, slash. It's all optional. It's like, have fun, do whatever. Like, I do not have time to fuck with one of these things. Yeah, but it's all I can manage. Yeah, it's not that pixely. It's what I'm used to, and it's how I see it. What the hell? I got double grabbed? Yeah, 360p is not as bad. Or do people not remember old school YouTube? It didn't used to be 1080p for everybody, you know. Hell, some of us can't even afford 1080p still. Now 720 doesn't even work. I literally had to go through them all. Yes, I am. The option is 360p I have selected. I'm doing this on my PlayStation, for God's sakes. My PlayStation. It's my internet that's causing issues. Verizon likes to throttle us. I'm working with a grand total of 660 kilobytes of internet speed right now. Verizon, we're paying over $400 for 3 megabytes up and down, but Verizon likes to sometimes say fuck you. So, I really am trying. Well, I have it selected to 360p. It was in the options. There was also 720, but it doesn't work. Trust me, I've been trying for 6 years to get this shit to work. Not to mention, it will fluctuate. Yeah. A lot of people get the short end of the stick in life, and I'm one of them. I'm surprised I can do this at all. Because when I go back to watch it, it looks fine. You mean my Crimson Tear flask? I mean, if you can see what the picture is, you probably should just know by looking at it. I mean, I go back to watch this stuff, and it looks fine. That's the weird thing, is I go back to watch it, all this, and it looks fine to me. I mean, I can read it, I can see it, it looks just the same as it always has. It might just be during my streaming portion that the issues show up. No, the uploads are about the same. My uploads do the same. You know, it takes me 4.5 hours to upload 15 minutes. It's not worth the time. Yes, even content I watch cannot go beyond 360 to 720. It's rare if it goes beyond 720. What's my speeds? Well, my mom's paying for 15 gig constantly, 400 a month for 3 megabytes up and down. But Verizon likes to say fuck you and throttle us below 1 megabyte. So it's Verizon literally screwing us because we literally can't do nothing about it. They even laughed in our faces once, saying there's nothing you can do about it. Because right now, believe it or not, I'm streaming on 636 kilobytes. This is under a megabyte right now. Yeah, tell that to Verizon because they don't think so. They've been doing this for years. And we've been bringing it up, but they don't care. And we're paying $400 a month for this. And my mom refuses to switch providers because they're more expensive. That's Washington State for you, though. It depends on where you live. Because where we live, we're getting screwed. And we know it. There's nothing we could do about it. $400 for internet alone sounds insane. Surely you got other stuff that can... that package. Well, it is for 3 phone lines too, with the internet, but... it still shouldn't cost this much. I am on a Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm using my phone right now. This is my hotspot from my phone because this is all I got. This is all I have. I'm doing the best with what I got. My dude, I got nothing else, Jamie. My router is my phone. Whatever you call it, my cell phone is right next to me, plugged in so it doesn't die. Can't afford it. Believe me, we tried to convince my mom to switch. It's almost impossible. And we can't really afford it. We had a router in the living room once, but the battery inside of it exploded. Yeah, but once you're paying $400 a month, you can't really get out of it. Trust me. Trust me, we've been barking up this tree for years. I just have to go with it. I just have to go with it. I have no say. Yeah. Yep, pretty much. Until we can get our way out of it, we're kind of screwed. Yeah. Yep, life sucks. Yeah, it's not that crazy. I just chalk it up to the world's unfair and we got the short end of the stick and it's covered in shit. Well, my sister for about 5 years was trying to get her to go to Spectrum. Trust me, we've been barking up the tree, but barking up that tree is like trying to bark at a train. It's just gonna run your ass over. Wish I can get better, but I am only doing this for fun, so it won't be the best, but it won't be the absolute worst. I've seen worse. I'm more surprised I don't lose connection more often, though. Surprisingly, it keeps connection pretty steady. That's like me saying, well, it may be a pile of shit, but at least it tastes like ranch. My whole life I had to grow up with the one sentence that I should have learned a long time ago. Deal with it. That's what I had to learn. It's just to deal with it. I stream daily. As often as I can. At least once a day. I got a good 6 years of content on my channel. Give or take of different qualities, yeah. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's not so good. I don't know what the rules are anymore. But it is fun. I get to talk to people, play games, and that's about it. Seems good enough to me. See, that's what confuses me. Is the goddamn rules that some of the videos look good, some of them don't, and I don't know what the hell is going on 90% of the time. I'm just looking at it going like, but, huh? I stream just fine. People say it's blurry. I go to watch the video again and it's like, it's fine. Huh? What the hell? Is it just when it's receiving the data, it's blurry and taking its time rendering it? So when the stream is over, it's done and finds it and then fixes it itself? I don't know the rules here. All I know is a lot of people usually watch after I'm done streaming or during just to talk to me, I guess. It all depends. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Because I was born in 1986. I remember YouTube being a bloody mess. I remember when YouTube 100p was a big deal. I'm 37. And I believe on average, how many hours a day do I stream on average? 2 hours or more every day? Yeah. I'm also disabled, so I don't got much. I can't do much about it. Yeah, my webcam's on and it's pointed at the cat tree. Sometimes the cat likes to go up there and people can watch the blurry little kitty. Yeah, the last thing you want to see is my ugly bald ass. When you could just watch a fuzzball on the TV screen instead. I'm not stupid. People like cats. Well, I like cats. There's a Noir Kitties right here. And that's right, her name is Noir Kitty. No. Soon as someone says, let me see you, and I show myself, they leave. I learned my lesson. Don't show your face on YouTube. Don't show your face on the internet unless you look good. You need to be a pretty boy. You don't have to be into men to not like how someone looks. I've been burned too many times. Let's just put it this way. If you ever wonder what Joe Biden's ass would look like, it would be my face. I don't care unless you were the ugliest, if you were the ugliest man on earth. What's the matter to me? Well, I'm here to see gaming, not stare at you and how you look. I know that's what makes no sense. It's like I'm here to play a game, but everyone wants to see my face so they can do the whole dream thing. You don't think I learned from watching Dream's fucking fiasco? What they did to Dream was kind of fucked up. Man shows his face and everyone nearly has a heart attack. Yeah. No, I get it. People want to know who they're talking to and not a disembodied voice. But we've seen what happens when people show themselves to others. No, they said he was ugly. And then he like dropped off at the internet all of a sudden. I remember Dream finally removed his mask. Everyone said he was ugly, but when I saw him, I'm like, he looks like an average guy. You know, just like an average guy you would see in high school. Oh no, I know. Children could be the worst. I know, he looks normal and everyone's like, oh my god, rip my eyes out. And it's like, really? He looks better than I do. Yeah, but that messing around nearly killed his channel. And that's not good. And sometimes I do pop up on the screen when I go to give the cat a treat or something. So I have been on the screen pop up at a distance where I feed the cat or something. I mean, I just finished Hogwarts Legacy yesterday. Well, that's the thing with being a YouTuber. If you can't handle criticism, it's best you don't have a job that's involving social media. Oh, this ain't my job. This is a hobby. I'm doing this for fun. Oh, okay. Plus, I'm just trying to show my ideas I have in the game. Because I got bored and read the game files. Don't know why, just felt like reading all the game files, I guess. There's over 1,000 fucking pages of this shit. And found it weird, some of the game files. Oh no, I read the game files. I didn't mess with the game files. I just read them. I don't have a favorite game because, well, I just game for the sake of gaming. I mean, I got nothing better to do with since I'm disabled. What else am I gonna do all day? Oh, don't worry. My disabilities are well known and documented, and I am in the medical journal. I am the only living human being still left alive, and the first born with all 7 heart defects. Hi. I shouldn't even exist. I've also died 3 times. Caused a little brain damage, of course, but what do you expect to happen when a 3-week-old dies and his heart stops beating for several minutes? Like over 10 minutes. 3 times. It's not pleasant. Especially when your first memory as a baby is dying. I have all the heart problems. I am the definition of heart problems. I have all 7. I'm the only one that has all 7. Palpitations, irregular heartbeat and rhythm. I'm missing a chamber to my heart. It's backwards. And they had to fucking completely Mickey Mouse me together. Oh no, it's just my heartbeat at this point. My resting heartbeat is 92 over 110 or something like that. Yeah, some people say it's scary, and I'm just like, for me, that's 90. That's normal. No, I mean like, let me put it this way. When people go to check my heartbeat, they freak out, think I'm dying. If I'm trying to remember right, my heartbeat rhythm and stuff is so low, they check me multiple times. Oh no, I don't even notice the difference because since I was born with it, this is normal to me. But when someone goes to check my heartbeat, my rhythm, and whatnot, they usually double check because it confuses them. My medications are Coumadin, digoxin, and lisinopril. 7 pills a day. The Coumadin really does help. I have a pacemaker, so that does help too. No, good news is I'm in the medical journal, so at least I made it into history as the first. Also, there's a medical treatment people get done to them that I was the test subject for. No, I just was told by doctors. The doctors told me themselves to my face that I am in the medical journals for the procedure they used on me is now one of the most common used procedures for people who have heart problems. Because I was the test subject for it. And I was a guinea pig, in other words. Sticking out with tubes, pipes, and stitches all over it. I could probably show people, but I don't remember where the baby book is. I think it's at my grandma's in Oregon, and I'm in Washington State, and it's a 6-hour drive just to see a baby book. But hey, it exists. My last time it caused me serious health issues was during either my 3rd or 4th surgery, major surgery, open heart. And that's when they finally tweaked some of the stuff. Well, apparently my body was automatically fixing itself when I was in the womb because I only had 3 chambers to my heart. I am missing one of my chambers. And my body naturally evolved to patch it and make a hole and connect itself. If you shoot me in the heart just right, it will miss. I believe I had 4 in total. There's a stint in there. They had to completely take it out and flip it around. Doctors, I believe the longest surgery was 48 hours. 9 doctors, by the way, had to do it. 9 doctors in and out of surgery to save a 3-week-old baby. They even asked my mother if I died on the operation table if they could have the body. I know that seems kind of cold, but I get why they did. You don't come across someone like me and expect them to live. Hell, even after the surgeries, they started making bets on how long I would live. The last surgery I had was before I was a teenager, I believe, when I got my pacemaker. I've had 3 of them now, switched in and out. I mean, these damn things don't last very long. Well, I gotta get my pacemaker changed in a couple of years. They're supposed to last 20 years, but mine draws in so much power, uses up so much power, they last half the time. Give or take, depending on how much voltage they use. The damn thing's one hell of a power drain. How the hell you look? How do I look down at myself from here? Isn't this supposed to do something? If I look in the right spot. Yeah, it is what it is, though. I don't expect myself to live very longer than I probably should. I mean, for God's sakes, I should be dead right now. Which gives me a weird outlook on life that I think most people might find dark and twisted. Death to me death. When I see death, it doesn't bother me because I've experienced it multiple times and seen enough death throughout my life that makes most people would probably mentally break from. I go straight to acceptance. But also I see the whole thing as in the context of I should be dead, so I should enjoy it. As far as I can remember, since I was 3 weeks old and it was my first memory, everything just starts going dark, like the abyss swallowing you whole. And then you don't feel anything, you don't think anything. You just stop being. Almost like deleting a video game character is the best way I could put it. It's just gone. There's nothing left. As far as I remember. I mean, it was my first memory, and I still have waking nightmares of it. But it happened. My nightmares happened less and less as I got older, luckily. So it's starting to fade. Thank God. Don't like reliving dying, even in my dreams. Not like a core memory being that. Being my first memory. But most people don't believe that I would remember something like that, but it's my memory, so you don't have to believe me. It's just what I remember. Also pisses off a lot of religious people. I remember one old lady telling me, I wasn't pure enough to get into heaven. I'm like, lady, I was a baby. If I couldn't get into heaven, what chance do you think you have then? I hope for something after this. If not, then it is completely bleak. You kind of want something after death, not just to have your consciousness deleted. Yeah, you don't want your consciousness just gone. For some, that wouldn't seem fair after being such a good person to have none of it matter. Hell, being stuck in a bed for the first 5 years of my life and being just disabled as I am, all I could do most of the time was just think and try to figure things out. And I believe I figured out the meaning of life, but also it's just depressing if it's true. If I'm right about the meaning of life, then it is sad. Almost defeating the purpose of it entirely. Also, it'd be funny if it's true. The meaning of life has no meaning, which is a meaning within itself, but the whole point of being alive is to someday die. So as soon as you're born, and then you die, you fulfilled the meaning of life. Everything between those 2 points is optional. Everything. You're to be born, then die. What happens in between those 2 points don't matter. That's not the meaning of life. The meaning of life is being born, then dying. How you fulfill that and what you do between the 2 points, optional. How long it is, optional. Almost making it not a reason to exist. It's depressing. It's like, that's a little funny, but also sad. That also means that what bad people do doesn't mean they're going to be punished, and that a lot of people will be thinking, then why am I being a good person? It's like, because you want to be? That's the depressing part about it? You don't have to be, but we would like it if you were. It'd be great. The whole reason humanity did so well to begin with is because we all agreed upon a set of rules to live by, so we didn't step on each other's toes and kill each other for no reason. And we gave ourselves rights and liberties. I'm an American that was born in Washington State. Actually, to find out the information, when I looked it up when I was young, in high school, I looked up if I could have been born in a different country and if they would have been able to save me at the time. No, only America had the technology at the time. You're probably from, well, the way you talk, you're definitely from one of the Western cultures. Either the UK, France, Italian, or America, maybe Canada. But you have the mindset of someone from the West. Or at least Western values you were taught. Yeah. Depending on how people talk and act is how you can determine a lot of who they are. Is how they present themselves. And the way they talk and what they believe in. Which is not a bad thing. Yeah. It also depends on how you were raised, too. I was raised pretty open-minded, but also you can't deny the laws of the world that are unbreakable laws about nature, reality, and the laws of physics and all that stuff. Some things could be bent, but never broken. Some things are as they are and will always be. You may be able to bend them, but you'll never be able to break them. And to refuse those is just to end up doing more harm to yourself and others than doing any good. I mean, humans forgot that we're goddamn animals and still part of the food chain. And think we're better than most. It's like, nah. Mother Nature humbles our ass pretty often to remind us that we're not as big as we really think we are. So you're still animals. Quite intelligent animals, yes. But still animals nonetheless. And we should not take for granted how we forget that. We even forget how our species even functions. Which is not healthy. I don't think we're evolving backwards. I think we're trying to progress too fast forwards, and we're end up tripping over our own feet. Which is very much a thing. Technology's evolving faster than we can keep up with it. We don't know what we're doing 90% of the time, and we believe we're above ourselves and becoming almost godlike. That's not gonna work. We are animals. A species of creature. Just because we're intelligent doesn't mean we're the most intelligent. And doesn't mean that we'll do better than everyone else. Or any other species that comes after. I mean, dinosaurs probably thought that they were big shit, and then all of a sudden a meteor comes and, well, they're now nothing but piles of shit. They're not exactly walking around now, are they? Our species is talking the talk, but we're not walking the walk anymore. At this point, Mother Nature's about to humble our asses and take us out. With a swift kick to the ass. I remember that just reminds me of Tarkov. Or Turok. Turok. It's like, what would be Turok if the lizard people, you know. Good game, though. I love how I could just ignore this lady. Well, she's poisoned. She's good as dead. These things are a joke now. They really should buff them. My shield bash literally just turned into my block. Hey, you know when Crystalias throw those rings and it comes back to them? Believe it or not, that used to be a game we played as kids in my time. You would throw a tire and have it come back to you. That was the 90s and the 80s. I don't know if anyone remembers those days when you threw an inflated tire rim or an old bike tire and had it roll back to you and catch it. We were bored, weren't we? And I had video games back then. I still went outside and touched grass. Hell, I went outside and built my bike. I built my bike from scratch. We got old bike frames, old bike parts, and put them together. And then, yes, they fell apart when we were riding them, and we learned the hard way that you better double check tightening your bolts on some things. Yeah, that was a fun little game we played as kids. And nowadays, if you tell kids that, they're like, that sounds stupid. Well, go outside and try it. You'll be surprised how much fun you do, how much fun it is as you're walking to where you need to go. Yeah, it's still fun. I mean, we're walking from point A to point B, and we got nothing better to do. Yeah, just trying to get a nice spin on it to get it to come back. Do it with a ball, or you do it with a tennis ball, you're bouncing it as you go. We're just taking a walk, entertaining ourselves while we're getting to point A to point B, getting exercise and sunlight. And we were still the original first generation of gamers. I feel like a lot of people were spoiled nowadays when it comes to content, video games, and getting stuff a little too early. I didn't get a cell phone until I was in my 20s, like 22 to 24. Ah, fuck. Why didn't he jump? Yeah, but I did with a bike tire. I would throw it up and walk forward when I was going to the mini mart or something. Then you put it on your shoulder when you go in, grab your chips, your pop, and you get a game rent a game. Then you go home and play the game with your siblings or by yourself, depending. And guess what? Back then, that only cost $5. You were entertained, you got exercise, you went outside, and you got a game to rent for the day. And yes, you usually beat the game within that day, but it still was fun. And you got a lot more done than people do nowadays. Man, that makes me sound old. You kids nowadays, you have it too easy. And it's like, hell, we had it easy when we were kids, and it just got easier. Well, not anymore. Now with the recession with the recession and shit, it's not as easy. Well, yeah, simple doesn't mean bad. Simple just means it not needing to be more complicated than kid go outside to play, kid come back into house after it starts getting dark and the weirdos start coming out. You get home before it gets dark. And if you can't get home before it gets dark, you go to a friend's house and call from the landline to tell your parents how you're doing. Or a payphone to come pick you up because your dumb ass decided to go out of town by accident. Because you walked too far without paying attention. And you can trust people around you not to do bad things to your kids. That is depressing to hear. It's like it doesn't have a very good box to land on. Things don't need to be as complicated as people make it out to be nowadays. We the Walmart in my that's a 2-hour walk from where I'm at my house. I could walk to Walmart. Takes a couple hours. It's in walking distance. They've switched over to self checkout to the point that there's like 20 of them self checkouts and only 12 cash registers and only 3 people working them. And more than 90% of the self checkouts are broken. They're busted. They broke down. I'm like, I thought technology was supposed to make things easier and better, but it's actually just turned to complete dog shit. It's all broken, no good, and it was just simpler just to leave it be and not bother. I mean, yeah, it's a nice gimmick and all, but why are we trying so hard? Technology is not the end-all be-all to saving the world. Sometimes you could just let things be. Hilariously, right now, the self-checkouts are so broken, you may end up getting free stuff instead of buying it right now. Because it'll say it scans it, but the damn thing doesn't charge you for it. Which is like, great for me, bad for the company. Walmart might be just end up getting pissed on that one. And a lot of the old school mottos that are long should be considered, that a lot of people don't consider be relevant, are actually more relevant nowadays than any other motto that exists. It's almost like the old school mottos that have been around for centuries end up being true because, well, it's true. The old school mottos of, what was it? Life isn't not fair, so do you deal with it? That old motto. What's broke, don't fix it. I've said so many mottos. Right now, I'm somewhat getting frustrated now that I'm not thinking of any. What can go wrong will go wrong, kind of stuff. Don't believe everything, believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. Just because it sounds like a good idea doesn't mean it is. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, the old mottos are still true to this very day. Stuff our grandparents said, and we're like, oh, that's stupid. And it's like, nah, they were right. It's always been right. There's a reason these sayings have persisted. Because they're true. And they've held up for thousands of years. Those who give up their freedoms lose their freedoms. This is really old sayings that are just still so damn accurate, it's scary. And now we're just watching it happen again. Like nothing's changed. 200 plus years to thousands of years depending on your country, and it's like, you still haven't learned? How many times you gotta keep repeating it before you learn the lesson? Same shit, different century. Hell, my mom taught me when I was a kid, before I was even a teenager, that I took to heart, you are who you choose to be through your actions. Same shit, different century. Yep, pretty much. I am who I am because I choose to be who I am. But that doesn't mean the world has to cater to me or give two fucks. They don't have to pat me on the back or say, oh, good job. They could tell me to fuck off. Still doesn't change who I am. It just lets me know who they are. Let people speak to find out what they truly believe. Or else you'll know nothing but lies and never truly know what a person is. Learn from other people's mistakes so you are not doomed to repeat them. Pretty much. Doesn't mean you have to put up with them, but also mean you don't have to change for them either. And they do not have to change for you. That's why I can't stand why America is like, you must change for others and do what they want you to, you must do what they tell you that you're supposed to do for them. It's like, no I don't. Who told you that bullshit? If they want to live the life they want to live it, then go ahead, but I don't have to do jack shit. It's not being rude. It's giving me a choice to live my life how I want to as well. I'm letting them live their life. They let me live mine. We just don't interact then. I mean, we could be friends if you want, but don't expect me to placate you. I don't expect the same from you. Well, you gotta remember, Jamie, we technically are still brothers. America used to be part of the UK as the 13 colonies before we revolted and decided to become our own thing. Because the king was a dick. But you're welcome that America invented the tea bag. There's still a little British in us. We still love our tea, and we invented the tea bag. Still got a little Brit. Still remember our roots a little bit. Hey, I love my tea. I drink this stuff a little too much. Crumpets. I'm not into. I don't like cookies that much. But the thing about America is we did branch off and become our own thing. I believe America is the most mixed race country in the world, where American is its own race, known as the mixed race. Oh, you need some milk with your tea? I recommend if you didn't want if you want some tea but you don't have milk, make sweet iced tea. Doesn't need milk. Still tastes pretty sweet, and you can make it nice and rich, but without it being and make it without needing the milk. Depends. I like myself some black tea, but too much black tea kind of gets my heart racing because it's heavily caffeinated, so I have to stick to green tea, yellow tea, and white tea. For it's a little healthier for the heart and not so bad. But people don't realize that the different types of tea is just the different ages of the tea. White teas when it's still young, green teas when it's adult, black teas when it's in its elderly phase, and I think brown tea is, was it yellow tea, white tea? And I believe yellow tea is when it's just barely even started. Different different potencies depending on when you pick it. Probably surprised you how much I know about tea being American. Surprisingly, Americans still love our tea just as much as we love our coffee. Black tea and coffee are sold at the same quantities. Now, green tea, on the other hand, is sold less than black tea and coffee. Yellow tea, almost non-existent. White tea, mostly beneficial for when Americans believe it has value as a healing medicinal drink. Don't know why. It's just, I guess, what some dumb people believe. But at least we still enjoy it. Yeah, well, anything healthy ain't gonna taste good, remember? If it tastes good, it's not gonna be healthy. That's just a given. If it's healthy, it tastes like shit. If it tastes like shit, if it tastes good, it's not gonna be healthy for you. Hence, any American food. We deep fry every fucking thing. If it exists, we deep fry it. I mean, for God's sakes, we deep fry butter. And we wonder why we're so damn large. It's like, why are we getting fat? I don't know, you're eating a stick of butter you rolled in flour and sugar and deep fried this son of a bitch. And you've eaten that 6 times this week. I wonder why. Your arteries would look like a Slurpee machine at this rate. Or an ice cream vending machine. Jesus. It's like, lay off the stick of butter. So I usually weigh between 115 and 130. I cannot go over 130 pounds or my health starts to decline rapidly. It kind of sucks. But my heart can't withstand that much pressure from my body weight. It sucks, but, you know, I just deal with it. Life's not fair, and I had to just get over it. But, I mean, To tell you the truth, if people need religion to be better people, then so be it. I don't mind it. It's just when they start going batshit crazy. If you know what I mean? And take it a little too far. God damn it. I'm trying to get that Ash of War. Maybe they're just running, swinging. Might have to. But people are like surprised that America invented the tea bag. It's like, wait, you're surprised? I mean, America was one of the... Oh, that wasn't the Ash of War one that's supposed to be around here? America did start out as the 13 colonies of Britain. Or the UK. So, not a shocker. Me? I'm 5'10" or so. Average height for a male. People in my family are about 6 feet, but since my heart problems, I'm about 5'10". 5'11" if you want to round up. Because I'm like 5'10.11", and they're like, nah, you're 5'10". Why can't you just let me round up, please? What's so bad about rounding up? There's supposed to be a summons around here. I can't find them, though. I know America makes fun of France, but we know we wouldn't be a free country without their help, so... We just, you know, teasing you. France is like America's cousin. They helped us when we did our revolt, but we just been poking fun at you. We know that you helped. We also know Spain helped too, with just supplies and whatnot. But I believe France did more to help America with boats and weapons and helping us train. Sounds random, I know. Say the words mirror? Mirror. Mirror? Depending on how you want to say it. Mirror. It's like, you can say it as it sounds, or you can say it quickly as a whole word. Mirror or mirror. They're both correct. The English language is a shit show, by the way. It's constantly changing. It's a mix of every language that exists, so it's a pain in the ass in itself. That makes me wonder how it even functions as a language. I struggle to speak it, and it's my only language. Hell, I'm an American that's seen Blobby. Let that sink in. Also, Wallace and Gromit. Which is kind of funny. There's some British shows that made it into America. Doctor Who was okay. Now it's terrible. My God, has that show fallen. What's one thing Americans don't like about English people, though? I could do a meme right now and say the teeth, but, but I think Americans just don't like the whole forcing things onto people against their will. Hence why we even broke off, you know. The whole being forced to do things. It's the one thing we just don't agree upon. I mean, some of the British laws are just horrible, and then you force it on people and put them in jail because they spoke the wrong words. I mean, that just seems wrong to me. Words mean nothing without action behind them. In other words, words have no power unless there's action taken to give those words power. There's a reason we broke away. We have our own problems too, don't get me wrong. The laws there are fucked. You murder someone and can get out in 10 years. The US will jail you for life without parole. They have it right. It depends. It depends on how badly you committed the crime. It also depends if you're defending yourself versus if you're just doing it to kill someone, and if you premeditated it, or if it was just passion, or you were on something. It all depends. But right now America's not doing so well since our laws are being twisted, manipulated, and corrupted into the hellscape it's becoming. Don't worry though. It seems that things are changing rapidly in the other direction. Too much force was applied in one direction, so equal force is being applied back or greater. I've just been watching it all unfold. The pendulum is swinging so hard the other direction now, it's giving people black eyes and knocking teeth out. And it is a heavy fucking pendulum. They swung it too hard one direction, which means that same force is being swung right back. And any laws and rules they made is being applied against them. In other words, that old saying, what goes around comes around. So America's gonna look like a mess for a while. But give or take how 2024 ends will determine a lot. Trust me, it can go horribly wrong or at least decently start to repair itself. It's either or at this point. It all depends if the old man with Alzheimer's stays in, and then we're fucked. But if the Oompa Loompa gets elected, the things might start repairing itself. Because it's the one thing he's good for. And it might stop a lot of wars. It might. No, by the end of this, we might end up in 3 new wars, so that's also a possibility. Hope you're ready for that, because I hear Britain and the UK and NATO are starting to rev up their own armies and stuff out of fear of shit about to hit the fan. And everyone's about to get splattered. Yippee! We're not happy about it either. And I believe it's probably our fault. Who am I kidding? It is our fault at this point. Our bad. Too many people fell for lies over here. So we just went through a little bit of suffering before it sunk into their thick skulls. I was wondering, how much suffering does a person have to go through before they realize they made a mistake? Apparently a fuck ton. I'm trying to look for the third thing. It says to find all 3. It says to find 3 of these things, right? Touch the but is highly exaggerated. Why did they say secret ahead? What secret? See, this is why we ask you to put down those emotes, so we know which direction. When you say secret ahead, which way am I supposed to go? Yes and no. This game has literally only one difficulty, you die difficulty, which means everyone plays at the same difficulty, and the enemies just will either kill you or you'll kill them. That's the difficulty to it, as far as I remember. Depending on if you get used to their place, if you get used to it or not. See, this is Death Blight. If it gets prompt all the way, I'll die instantly. Full health or not, it don't matter. Shit, 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 shit! Can this cleanse it? Fuck! He just won't let up. Nope, won't cleanse it. It's only for poison and scarlet rot. So I literally have to wait for this bastard to vomit his brains out and I just dodge it? Really? I mean, I could just do this. It's a fun game, though. No, I remember playing Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne. I played Sekiro for a bit. I don't think I beat Sekiro, though. This is where the next crest is, I think. That's why it says that. Which is not really a secret when it's in the open like that. But where's the third crest? They like to put a lot of pain in the ass mechanics in these kind of games. Good games, but man, do they like to let you suffer. It's like if masochism was a game. There's ways around it, of course, and there's easy ways to level up just by grinding certain areas and leveling up that way. Because you level up by getting ruins, of course, and then working it. See, the best places to grind levels are... I'm playing online. I know you can get... There's a good amount of levels you can get fighting here. This is a good place to train, to gain levels. And if you're brand new to the game, this is a good place to train. And there used to be a better place here, but they patched it like a bunch of assholes. And then there's another place to train that's further up. So yeah, there's tons of places that are really good to train. 3 or 4 places in the game that can train for ruins. They patched the balloons for some reason, because people were just popping them for the ruins like I was. And apparently then selling them is what caused the issue. For real world cash. Thanks. Ruined that for everybody. jerks. Yep, that got me. God, Deathblight sucks. Yeah, I didn't think nothing wrong of just popping balloons for ruins. But, of course, people have to ruin it for other people. That's what humans do best. Just because you can exploit and glitch and cheat yourself in the game doesn't mean you get to. Could have just let everyone have their balloons to pop our ruins so we can level up easier in the game. But no, you wanted to make real world money off it. So now everyone loses it. There's no way you did it. What's sad is people paying real world money for digital stuff. It's like, you do know that digital stuff is not real, right? And you just spent money on literally nothing. Which always baffles me. It's like, how could you spend money on a digital good that has no real world value? That confuses me to a great deal. It makes no sense. Not only are you losing money, you just literally could have done anything else with that cash. Could have gotten yourself a hooker, bought groceries, paid the bills, saved a disposable income for a rainy day. I found it! It's over here! This rock is glowing! Why is it so far away, by the way? Yeah, hard copies are superior to digital in every way. Did you know digital games can be stripped from you legally and they don't have to return the money? Hence why a lot of game companies want to switch over to digital downloads. It's because they could just ban your account and say you just broke the rules, even if the rules weren't broken. They just say they did. You did. Making it very untrustworthy. But a hard copy, they cannot ban you from it. You paid money for it, you own the rights to it because you have the literal copy of it in your hands that you put into your machine that it must read and allow you to play. Unless the disc is broken or scratched up to the point it won't read anymore, but that's different. That's wear and tear. So legally, they have to let you play the game you paid for. If it's on hard copy. They can't prevent you otherwise. Also why a lot of people hate online only gameplay. Even for single player games. Why is it online only? Single player games should never be online only. Single player should be allowed to be played on disc or on a console itself without you needing to be online. Hence, the Suicide Squad game is horribly flopping right now. May cost them billions of dollars because it's doing so poorly. So, yeah. And I think a lot of people got pissed off on Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Not because they killed the Justice League, it's how they killed the Justice League. You can kill people off in video games and do it with some dignity. I get the characters are supposed to be bad guys, but you could do it with a little dignity. You didn't have to strip a brother to his underwear. That's kind of fucked up, or piss on the Flash, or execution style Batman. You could have given him a little bit of dignity. You gave Wonder Woman dignity when you killed her off. Why couldn't you do the same for the other characters? That's all the player base was asking. A little dignity. It's not like they were asking for the impossible here. Now I gotta remember, where the rat summons at? There's a summon of rats I can get, but I don't remember where. It's in here somewhere. I remember it being near the bridge. But where near the bridge? Is it over here? No. I already got the thing in here. Let's go check over there, I guess. Oops, I probably should remove the other ones. Especially when the voice actor for the Batman character died. You could have, you know, not treated it so harshly. So, Rocksteady may not be around after this debacle. The company may be absorbed, or the studio might be But that's as far as I've heard. Hi there, bud. I've been here watching for the start, but have to finish up what I was doing on Elden Ring, but I am free now. Oh, that's fine. You do you. I don't want to force you to watch me. You don't have to. You can play your game. I'm just looking for the rat summon that's supposed to be around here somewhere. I'll find it eventually. I got me a new weapon. I got a twin blade that does ice. But also I'm trying to find the Ash of War that's, it's a fire Ash of War that also lets me put ice on it as its attribute. Yeah, that's a thing in this game. And I want to make a fire ice weapon. Flame ice. Flame ice sounds fun. It also reminds me of Baten Kaitos. Being flame ice is ice that never melts. But it will keep you cold. Seriously, where the hell is this rat summoned? I remember being in this forest. I always grabbed it easily. But I can't find it this time so easily. Maybe because I'm looking for it now is why I can't find it. Go figure. When you don't want something, it's easy to find. When you want something, it's impossible to find. Like car keys. Or a TV remote. Or the wallet you just lost between the couch cushions. And you now need to pay the pizza guy, and then you're wondering where the hell your wallet went. Well, it sounds about right, actually. I didn't expect on streaming this long either, so I just wanted to get some stuff done, but the thing I need to get done is not getting done. I did get the twin blade ice thing going. I just gotta find the Ash of War that procs fire and lets me put ice on it. I'm as confused as you are, trust me. But only one Ash of War will allow that. Isn't it the black flame that allows it, if I'm remembering right? I just remember it being a fire. It sets things on fire, but also you can give it the ice attribute, cold, which kind of causes a double proc as well of 2 different elemental types, along with my poison katana that causes bleed. So all in all, where the hell is it? I remember being near the bridge. In this area. What the hell? My memory ain't that bad. I'm maybe 37, but I'm not Joe Biden. Also, Juggler, you should know I beat that boss fight with my +8 katana. So it does work, it's just I need to level it up a lot more. Hence why I love how people are saying it's Jover a lot. It's just, that's what he'll be remembered for. The senile old man that is just a meme. Kind of funny. The legacy they leave behind is memes. It depends. If it can be put on a weapon, you might just want to attach it to a weapon if it can and give it a shot, try it out, and see if you like it or not. If not, then switch out a different one. What the hell is it? I'm gonna have to look it up. God damn it. Oh well. Damn, I'm gonna have to look it up and memorize it. I thought I had it right the first time. Wait, do I have it and I picked it up without knowing? I could check. I remember picking everything up there that I could get my little grubby hands on. I was pressing triangle the whole time. Unless it was near the Erd tree. And then I have a boss fight there then to do first before I can do anything about it. No, I didn't pick it up. So it's still over there, I just gotta find it.
Well, I took you for no matter, it's out your arm.
There, I give it to my shields, yes. Because my shields are the primary weapon I'm using, remember? I can level up my knight swords, twin blade knight swords, or my poison katana with bleed. Also, this does magic damage. Huh? Causes frost buildup. 91? See, the fire art one does work with it, but you need faith scaling, and I don't like that since my character doesn't do faith. Keen twin knight sword, and you can get sword dance. I forget what sword dance is. There's only one place you can go to practice in this area, but there's a problem with that because new players don't realize this. When you first jump down there, there's a fight that can end up getting you deleted that you have to do down here. But it's a good way, down here is a good way to test out a weapon's art. I mean, it does somewhat merge together, but not as good as it can. That's why I'm trying to find a good Ash of War for it. I could spin my Ash. I can literally turn my dual blades into a lawnmower. Just spin it forward. But it's way too damn slow. It builds up cold like instantly when it starts whacking the crap out of it. I'm just trying to find a good Ash of War to work with it. For now, until I get a better one. This actually does pretty good. Gravitas? Or what is it called? It's called Crag Blade, where you put your dual blade into the ground, you pull it up, and it's just strength, pure strength, but it will shatter poise like you wouldn't believe. Here, I'll show you. And then you give it cold, and it's just, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up build to use this. It's really powerful. I've seen people in PvP just destroy with it. Depending on the staff you want to build, do you want to faith? Do you want to be faith, intelligence, or arcane? Those are the three stats you need for depending on which way you're gonna go. Faith for fire, intelligence for magic, I believe it's arcane and faith for beast. See what I just did with this? I turned it into a giant double-sided dildo. And this will break poise easily. And cause what do you call it? Cold. This causes cold buildup. Arcane is how you increase your drop rate and how it causes status effects to build up faster. That's why my arcane is 25 for right now, and I plan on bringing it up. I want my arcane to be higher than 25 myself. Arcane brings up your discovery, which is when you get higher drop rates, It also affects bleed, poison, rot, those kind of status elements. Gotta love the giant dildo I'm wielding right now. Let me just pound you, good sir. And this causes damage too when you put it into the ground. So there's that. So it just depends, Jackal. Jekyll, you may want to just go on YouTube and look up what stats do. And there is a soft cap and a hard cap where leveling up beyond a certain point is meaningless, and the return for leveling it up is just not worth it anymore. So if you know your soft caps, your hard caps, you can level up certain stats to a good point and then just leave it for a while because you won't need any more from it. Like vigor, you need a good amount of vigor. Yeah, that too. This is just pure strength now. Strength twin blade with Crag. See, it builds up the frost damage really fast, and because it's so heavy, it will just break poise and cause stun. Even I had to look up some YouTube tutorials on this game on what the soft caps and hard caps were, because I wasn't quite reading the files yet. I just wanted to go in blind, but realized I ran into a huge problem. That not knowing anything is a good way to get your ass kicked in this game. See what I just did here? And this was with the double-sided dildo I just did. And when you pull the sucker up, it nearly deletes health bars sometimes. It will break poise and blocks like you wouldn't believe. So if someone tries to block you with their shield, this thing will just break their poise quickly. It'll drain their stamina like you wouldn't believe, because it's designed to. Crag Blade is supposed to literally whittle down a player's stamina bar and poise. Also, when you block with it, it's stronger to block with, but not by much. I tried blocking with it, nearly got my ass wiped. It's only good for blocking if you're gonna quickly counter. I kind of like the Ninja Turtle bandana thing I got going on with my little scarf. Side. It works. Right now, this weapon is a cold gravity weapon. Not even kidding. It's cold gravity. It's good. Not what I want, but it's good for now. I would like more versatility and speed on the damn thing to make it twirl around more and do what the other one does. That's fire bleed, but you can't put any element on it. Merry women would say where they could get one. Meanie women. I mean, up here there's another dual twin blade I can get, but Yeah, you can add it. You can add the ability onto this weapon and then whip out your shield. And the fucking stupid thing is, it will proc with your shield too. The crag thing I just did, my shield will get the same effect because I'm wielding it in my offhand. Kind of stupid, but sometimes that happens. There's a weapon that gives you healing if you just have it in your inventory. Like, you have it equipped to your character. I believe it's the Serpent Blade. Just having it equipped, but you don't need to use it, will give you healing effect upon getting kills. So, yeah, some weapons just give you their effects, even if you're not using them. Crazy bitch in a bush! I hate when they do that. It makes my Call of Duty finger twitch. I've had way too many bad accidents with them. Give it this. Make it a heavy weapon. Start bashing. How does spitting out their blood give them poison? Just curious. I blame her parents. No, stop biting yourself! My God, you're like a chihuahua with an itch. Gotta admit though, that ability lasts a long time. There's good stuff at this village though, so I'm gonna grab it all. I pretty much built a multi-type procking class. It's not going to be it's again, I said, it's not the best. It's a Swiss Army knife. In other words, it's going to do what it's going to do, but not the best at it. It's just going to do a little bit of everything. It's not the end-all, be-all of the best of everything of the game. It's just it does a little bit of everything. Which might be off-putting to some players because they like to specialize, which is understandable. If you want to specialize and just bleed, then go for it. You can. Because this build is just supposed to give me a little bit of everything, which is a little too much for the game, I guess. I can't use a mimic tier, which sucks. One of my favorite summons. But the game just can't. The AI can't handle all the options I give the character, give it when I summon it. It's just too much for it. So I could use a different summons. I wanted the rats, because that just sounds like fun to have a little horde of your own rats. I wonder if one of the rats are near one of the windmills with other... I remember them being surrounded by rats where you get the summons for the rats. Some rat on rat action. Wait a minute, I should have rephrased that sentence. Stat-wise, everything scales with strength except for my armament number 3, which scales with faith and arcane. So either way, it's good. Yeah, wolves are the first one you get. I'm curious about something. Oh, I can't give that fire? I love how you can give so many damn things to this. Would the basic spinning slash work? That works. Just a basic spinning slash, huh? I'll take it. It's not the best, but not the worst. If you want, this place is great for training and leveling up because you don't have to engage if you don't want to. You can go all the way up to the boss at the top and defeat him while ignoring all the ladies. Excuse me, ladies. Well, except for these ones. Apparently these ones are bitches. I mean, that is a lot of damage really fast. Not to mention they give you gold runes level 3. Which is a good build-up. Yet they don't let you have the balloons. Because those ones are level 5s. Hello! Okay, he's frozen? Oops. Ah, I'll use this for now. Go on, throw your fireball, see what happens. Ow, I got hit by it. Never mind, that hurt. Aha! They're mine now. Dumbass. Oh yeah, do it again. More for me! This fights every build that exists in the game. The Swiss Army knife build. Or the true shield. You throw fire at me? Throw magic at me? I will proc 3 types of status elements or more on you. I'll stop your magic. I'll stop your shields. I'll make you bleed. Granted, it's not perfect. Not even close yet. Process blocked again. Switch over to my sword. Damn, that wind up. It's over. Oh fuck! I misjudged the distance! It was supposed to be over! But my slash missed his nose! I was gonna blood slash the last of his health out, but it just missed his nose. Literally missed his face. I should have won that, but I misjudged the length. And I have the longest katana in the game, and it just goes, miss. It's like, how did I miss? It's a 40-foot long katana. I did that so good. It was working. I could have just pot shot him with a bow. I should have just pot shot him with a bow, huh? Also, this makes me feel like a Ninja Turtle. Because of my... Though there is an actual turtle shell in the game I can get. First things first. I'm not wasting these ruins. Ow! I mean, it's doing damage. It's doing its job. Whoa, 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 whoa! I thought I did my thing. That's so risky. I know it's one of my strongest moves, but damn. I win this time. Asshole. Yeah, take two. This is it. The Gaunt Skin Peeler is a really good one. Hi, ladies. Ow! Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a bunch of crazy bitches that like to peel men's skin off. You went cuckoo because all your kids died in the lore. Yeah, lore-wise, they lost all their minds because their kids were killed, and they peeled all the men's skin off to sell, or for rituals. Yeah, they're not right in the head. They're scary. And all the children turn into jellyfish. Their souls turn into jellyfish, so... Yippee! Yeah, not ready to go there, not even close. So yeah. But hey, yeah, this build is nice. I'm liking it more and more. I can block with my right hand like I should be able to. I can attack and do damage with my right hand. I can use my weapon in my offhand and everything's fine. Gotta check around these things. You always gotta look around objects to see if I can find something. Okay? That's something. Gotta always check. Never know what you can find. Let's see if I can Asha War it. Oh my god, I have a lot of weapons I didn't realize. I have the Flame Tongue. Here's the thing. Wait, it could be Asha Ward? Giving it Chilling Mist, does it still do its fire? Kinda curious. No, it strips it of its fire. That is... See, it's got Black Flame Tornado, right? I was wondering if I could give it fire and ice, because it's got Black Flame Tornado and I want to give it... You can't give it an ice attribute. That's interesting. Because I know one of the there's like 4 flames, and one of them can give you cold buildup with the fire Ash of War. The only thing is, I don't remember where that is. Or if that's a bug, and if they patched it in 1.10. Because I'm not sure if they patched it or not. But I did read that one of the fire Asha Wars can be imbued with cold, which kind of lets you proc cold and instantly remove it, which in itself is some god tier next level bullshit that if people started abusing it, yeah, definitely it would be patched within minutes. There's no doubt in my mind they would patch that so fast and make your head spin. But that's what I read in the game files, so someone's gonna have to, if you have every flame type of Asha War, try to find out which one it is. Depending on how you wield it, you could dual wield. Dual wielding's very much a thing, Jokel. It depends on the weapon you're wielding. And if you're wielding it gripping it with both hands or one. If you press triangle L1, you will grip the weapon in your left hand with both hands. If you trigger triangle R1, yeah, one hand each. I'm wielding a shield and a dual blade, a twin blade. That is dual wielding. What do you think this is? This is dual wielding. I'm wielding two different weapons. This is two different weapons. This is dual wielding. You mean dual wielding as in wielding the same weapon in each hand? Yeah, you could do that. Just equip one in each hand. The top bar is your right hand, the bottom bar is your left hand. This is your left hand, this is your right hand. Just put the same weapon in each, one above, one below and one above, and you're dual wield. It's one or the other, not at the same time. I've dual wielded tons of times in this game. I don't know why you're not able to dual wield. What are you trying to wield anyways? A spear? Sword? Dual wielding shields? What are you dual wielding? Holy crap, I'm whitewashing them all. Long great swords and a mace. Well, you put one in one hand and one in the other. You put one in the top bar and you put the one below it. And it should wield it. I mean, I've never had a problem with that before. I mean, what I'm wielding is dual wielding. Well, not the same weapon, but two weapons. Do I even have a mace? I don't think I have a mace. Because what I'm doing, it can be considered dual wielding because I'm wielding two weapons. You mean, are you trying to power stance or something? Because I never heard that you couldn't just wield one in each hand. So I'm kind of confused how you're not able to. You should be. Oh, you don't have the dexterity for it then. Your stats aren't high enough. If the stats are red, you can't wield a weapon that has red stats unless it drops down the... or it weakens the weapon where it's not usable. Or at least I believe it weakens it to where it's like half its strength, but also sometimes you can't wield it unless you meet the requirements. Hence why I have 22 dexterity. Just to wield this stupid thing. Oh! Been a long time since she had that. Because you still have to meet your stat requirements for the weapons. And I mean all the requirements for it. So if the mace requires 16 dex and the other one requires... What is the strength requirement for said weapon? Because I know the long greatsword requires at least 20 or something strength. And then one of them, and I believe sometimes they'll require faith or intelligence. It all depends on it. I think you're just not meeting the stat requirements to wield it, so it won't let you. It might let you wield one of the weapons for a while, but it's much weaker. The stat requirements I know are kind of stupid, but that's how the game keeps balance. And not letting you wield willy-nilly whatever, you pick up. Causing you to build around the weapons you want to have. Or around the stats and then finding the weapons you want to work with. The twin blade? You get the twin blade here. All twin blades are free. You just gotta find them. The first twin blade you get in the game is easy to find. Ah! I just got jumped. If you want a twin blade, the first twin blade I would recommend for you to get used to would be the twin blade you find in here. In these ruins. The Dragon Burnt Ruins is where you can get your first twin blade. It's in a hole in the ground, like one of the stairs. And that's the first twin blade. And the night twin blade I have, you have to get up to this location. You have to get up to here to get it. Ow. Well, this is a good start. All the rats might mean I'm near the summons. The Twin Blade is one of the fastest DPS weapons in the game. It's faster than daggers some of the time, depending on how you build. It all depends on what you decide to use, the Ash of War. It's great at status building, though. Holy crap, the status effect build up on the damn thing. What do you mean? Everyone starts as a novice. No one starts knowing what they know. You learn as you go. And as you're playing... There it is, give me the giant rat ashes. It's over here? Why is it over here? I thought it was in the other area. Oh well, I got what I wanted. My brain was trying to put two and two together, trying to remember something. Man, my brain startups like a modem from the 1980s. You can hear the dial-up as I'm trying to load. Where am I? I'm over here on the map. I'm way the hell up here. The twin blade you like is right here. Right here. Up here in this corner of the map. Way the hell up here. The one I'm trying to offer you, that's the same weapon, but shorter. But it's the same, it's just shorter. Is over here in these ruins. Right where you come out at the beginning of the game, you turn a right, go to these ruins, pick it up, and you're good to go. And then you can give it a test run. Because the difference is the length and a slight... the length of it, and this is the strength one, where the other one's the dex. Dexterity, depending on how you want to go about it. It all depends on how you want to deal with the, deal with it, you know? How do you want to handle your build? Do you want a strength build, a dex build, and then, since you're going for intelligence and faith and stuff, I don't know why you're wielding two-handed weapons that are strength and dex when you want to use your magic. When you want to use magic, it kind of locks you into a lot of things, and only some weapons. But it all depends on what is your options. It's good to look up all the weapons in the game and pick the ones you like and build towards that if that's what you want to do. Or just build your stats how you like your character and pick up the weapons as you go. Like I'm doing. I'm building the character, read in the game files, that the shield works differently than all the other weapons. No duh. But as in, the way it applies its status and applies its stuff in your right hand is different than all other weapons. And that's what I'm building around, is the shield in my right hand. Without being double shield. You could go for spells or no spells. I wouldn't recommend the no spells things, because Flame Cleanse Me is way too good. And there's parts of the game where you really want Flame Cleanse Me. And you can reset your character and redo your stats if you wanted. But that's a boss fight you have to get through first, and you have to beat Renalia, and then you have to get a special larva to use up as the currency. And then when you do that, then you can reset all your stats the way you want and build around that. But yeah. Summon 3 giant rats. Spirits, yeah. And the reason I'm keeping the jellyfish and the albinaric lady is because they have their own personal side quests. So that's why I keep them on me. You might want some spells. These two spells, that Flame Cleanse Me and Flame Grant Me Strength, are free. You find them in the world near Lake Lunaria. It's near that area, near a bunch of people who will try to hit you with fire and bleed. It's a campsite. I only have Flame Fortification because a lot of times you'll get hit with fire. And I mean a lot. It's like one of the most common elements right behind bleed. And then I got a healing spell. Heal. It's just heal. I have that spell for my own personal reason. Though I might change out heal for Beast Vitality, because it does about the same healing but for less apparently. But one's over time and the other one's not. I don't know. It's just weird. That's what it is. It all depends on what you want to build. I do have some spells for support. For my support. So I don't end up running myself into a corner and then I can't go any further. It's just for me to have on, just in case. It's nice to have some spells, I guess. I do recommend keeping one of every weapon type that you collect. That way you do have an assortment of weapons that you can play with and try out. And if you really like it, you can go to another one through a New Game Plus or by grinding for it because the enemy drops it. It all depends. It just depends on how you want to play the game. It's just Flame Cleanse Me is so universally used to get past the Lake of Rot. The Lake of Rot is just something that you need it. You just need it. It's a must at some point. I wish it wasn't, but it is. Hey, what do you know? I think I hit level 100 today. Well, I did. Level 100. My stats so far, they're nothing to sneeze at. 40 vigor. Yes, you need vigor. Don't go with tiny dick vigor. Don't go with that tiny ass shit. At least get your ass up to 25 to 30. Just trust me. 30 I would recommend heavily, 30 vigor. Just so you don't get fucking cremated in 5 seconds from someone pimp slapping you across the room. And that's not even a boss fight, just an average enemy pimp slap your ass. 40 vigor I believe is a soft cap. And then up to 60 is the hard cap when you get diminishing returns on your health. So you don't need to go past 60 or 80 or something like that for the hard cap. And the rest of the stats are up depending on how you build. But vigor is kind of a must. You need the health. I have 1,450 HP. That's it. You know there's some bosses that do 2,000? Those motherfuckers are gonna bitch slap me across the room if I don't have high enough defense. My poise is 33. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Which, my poise, I believe, goes up as I bring up stamina as well. My strength is 25, dexterity 22, so I can wield my katana. My intelligence is only 10 on mine, and that came with the character as is. I went with Wretch. I went with the Wretch, which gives you 10 on everything, and starts you at level 1, so you get more points in the long run for your character build. I think you get like 20 extra points to work with. Yeah, no problem. It's just some basic knowledge that I recommend looking up on YouTube on hard caps, soft caps, what weapons you are interested in, and figure it out as you go. The fun part is figuring out as you go. I've been having time of my life doing that. I've been having a lot of fun just winging it. I mean, I've been trying out different Ashes of War when I was so hard stuck on the on the Mimic because my original builds were just so basic and easy. They were one tricks. So the Mimic can mimic that. Wait, giant rat ashes cost nothing? They're a freebie? That already gives it a leg up above all. Yeah, Wretch is actually very OP as a beginning character. Because you start with all 10 stats at level 1. All the other characters have stats already put in for you, but you start at a predetermined level. So you get more stats as a Wretch. Or a waste of skin, or whatever they call the one. Guy with bonk club and underwear. That's it. That's all you get. Bonk club underwear. You're naked running through the game until you start collecting stuff and leveling up. Slowly building into whatever the fuck I am. Or whatever you want to be. I came out naked with a big stick. That's how I started this. Now look at me. Level 100 and wielding 3 to 4 different status elements and a shield that can block on my right hand. And I can proc really fast. The build is a Swiss Army knife of a build. And it has been working very well. I gotta give these rats a shot. They cost nothing. They summon for free. They upgrade for free. What the hell? How are the rats just free? Why didn't you give us the rats at the beginning of the game as a freebie? I'll take that over the summon the imps. Really? I had a club for like 5 minutes before I killed the knights at the church. Near the church on the way to get the horse. Torrent. I killed a bunch of knights, got myself a shield, some armor, was missing pants for a while, and got a sword, a shield, a helmet, some body armor. I mean, I streamed from the first day I started this. First time, and I'm applying it to the knowledge I've gained since then to make this much better version. In other words, I wasn't exactly knowing what I'm doing. And I did play the other From Software Dark Souls games. So that means I still have knowledge from the other From Software games, but I had no knowledge of this game, which did change it a little bit. But did stick to the old formulas as well. But you get what I mean? You don't start off knowing what you want until you play for a while and then go, okay, either I'm going to restart my game and do it differently, or I'm going to go to Renalia with a larva and reset my stats and put my stats where I want them, and then take out the stuff I like and then put it on me. You can do that. Level 11 before you get to a sword. Hey, don't be shocked, but some people beat the game as a level 1 with just the Wretch with just his stick. They did no hit run. They didn't get hit. They killed the bosses with their stick, and that's all. That's all they had. And they beat the game. This game is pretty much use whatever you want. Everything works. Everything is plausible. Go, little rats, go! Where are they? Oh, there they are! Look at them go! I released the plague! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell? They are tanking it! What? What? What is... Oh! These things cost nothing to upgrade and cost 0 to summon. They have no cost. It's all positives, and you just get more. Look at them go! I want to just pet them for some reason. They're doing a lot of damage. What am I... Huh? Huh? I think people don't understand the rats are actually powerful. Look at them go! Wait, can I heal them? Come here, squeakers! Squeakies! Come here, squeakies! Don't die on me! My squeakies are dying! I can't heal them. Good. I got 1 mouse left. Yeah, I just did, but they all died. I mean, they are only level 5. I mean, I can't expect too much from them. Damn it! I like these guys. I like these guys a lot. Oh, hi guys. Hey guys. I mean, I'd love to show you my new toy, but also, I think I'll just introduce you to these puppers. Ow. Oh god. I mean, granted, they are not weak. They are actually pretty damn strong, and I wish I had Torrent for this. Yay! Hi guys. Really easy. Hey guys, I bring some puppies for you to play with that you like so much. Bad dog. Yeah. But damn! I read about the shield being underestimated and Bash being ridiculously good. I mean, I could block attacks with the Bash while doing damage, so... And I'm not prevented from, you know, doing the whole running the enemy through thing. But these the rats I summoned they're free. They're freebies. You pay no mana, you pay no HP. You just summon them. And it costs nothing to upgrade? Why can't we have that as the heirloom to take instead of the two little goblin thingies? I'd rather have the rats over the imps as the first summons you get. I'll take the little mices as the free heirloom, because that's next level fucking great. But it takes so long to get to them. That's insane. What level are they right now, anyways? They are level 5 out of 10. The hell? Summon 4 giant rats. That's it. That's it. Ashen remains of which spirits yet dwell. Spirits that do not require FP to summon. The rat spirits appear at a distance from the summoner. Really? That's actually great. That's already a bonus, so you don't have to be around. You can summon them ahead of you to take out a group of enemies, and then you run in and start slashing when you feel like they've dealt enough. Swarming upon their victim to start the fight. So they'll either 1v1 with each rat, will take on an individual, or they all jump one dude. Okay. Even as spirits, these vermin seem to multiply endlessly, and enchanting their ashes can increase their numbers? So, they're tanky, high health bar, and you get more of them the more you level it up. You fucking kidding me? At level 5, you get an extra rat. So let me guess. At level 10, I'll get 2 more rats, giving me 6. So I get myself my own damn unit that would be considered a military force. 6 rats running in and just swarming an enemy. A group of enemies. And they're tanky. So many questions. Like, huh? How? And what the fuck? Why doesn't no one use these? They're freebies. Yeah, you summon them. But some summons require FP, which is the blue bar. Which is a limited resource. Some summons require your HP and take a percentage of it to be summoned. Like the Mimic tier will take half your health to summon a Mimic tier. But it does duplicate you exactly. All your stats, your weapons, your gear, everything you're wearing, the Mimic will mimic it. And then the AI takes over that form and fights for it. Fights for you. So, yeah, the Mimic is a thing. But that requires HP or FP. The rats require nothing. You don't even have to pay the cost to upgrade it with ruins. It's a zero cost upgrade summon. Even the wolves cost over 500 ruins to upgrade once. These guys cost nothing. They are literally the ultimate cost nothing summon. It costs nothing to summon them in. It costs nothing to upgrade them. And they just give you more for just giving them the materials you need to upgrade it, just with the materials alone. And cost effectiveness and outright what it's capable of, this is probably the best best summons in the game cost wise. Oh no, one fell off. I summoned them. So when I'm busy doing something else, these rats will go off and fight my war for me. I don't know what they're fighting right now, but they're winning. And one fell off the map, sadly. I guess that's the cost of them being summoned so far away. Yep, there they go. Look at them go! So it's worth the effort you want, though, to get them. Technically, yeah. You get them for free. They cost nothing to upgrade and cost nothing to use. So Why can't we have that as a keepsake? I want that to be my first keepsake, is the rats. They would be the best keepsake in the game because they are free. Damn it. I'm trying to keep him alive. They die after a while, but they're fighting things way above their level. They're fighting these giant dogs and winning on top of the soldiers. This isn't... Those are such good summons. Why do people think they're crap? They literally cost you nothing. Are you complaining about a freebie? That's like complaining that you get a full meal from McDonald's for nothing because they messed up your order. It's like, sorry sir, we messed up your order. Here's the correct order, but we can't sell the Big Mac and fries, so you get... Here, have it for free as well. It's like, are you complaining about free? You gotta go that way anyways, so it doesn't matter. It's like, what you go through to get there, you have to go through. You have to get there regardless, so it doesn't matter. You're gonna get to the rats. The only way to miss them is just to completely ignore that area of the map. And just go through straight to the town, to the city. Yeah, the only way to miss them is to go straight for the city and ignore everything, including the manor. So if you're first time playing, you're gonna explore, right? So the odds are you're gonna find them, maybe. More likely gonna. So you're more likely gonna find the rats. As I said, I always pick them up, but never used them. Because I didn't think much of them. Because I only wanted the Mimic tier summon, because, you know, I was a ninja character, I was building a ninja, and if you're gonna build a ninja, you gotta do the doppelganger jutsu. I mean, you just got it. The Mimic tier is a must. And to find out the Mimic tier was 10 times better at playing my character than I was kind of disconcerting. And also heartbreaking, because I didn't want him to be better than me. At being me. It's sad. I dodged it. Hey, little shit. I decided to build this character because I wanted to make a character that really used the shield right. Truly used the shield. And not in the whole fantasy aspect of, oh, shield go on left arm, must always go on left arm. Wrong. That's not how a shield actually works, but the whole thing in movies and video games have been wrong about it. In real life, that's not how that actually works, but... So I wanted to build a character that used the shield the correct way and see if I could do it. And yes, you can. So yeah. Wow, 4 hours. Ooh, I gotta start dinner. Shit. Well, it's been fun. Like and subscribe and all that happy horse shit. You know, blah blah YouTube crap. But I'm gonna go now. Hope you guys got some interesting ideas from this, or, you know, liked it. Either way. Man, wearing dark armor and blue really does make me just disappear into the background. Blend in, think camouflage. Actually, this... Oh, I do. Yeah, I do have fun just talking to people, and sorry about the quality. I just can't help it. It's not by my choice. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I'm surprised I'm even able to stream at all, let alone do anything online. Oh, I'm surprised Overwatch even works. I can't play Apex on my PlayStation because my internet's so bad, but hey, well, you know, go figure, right? But hope you guys enjoyed it.